Beating up bad guys last summer as the Black Widow was part of a career transition for one of Hollywood's greatest sex symbols. The next step will take Scarlett Johansson from the soundstage to the Broadway stage. Sometimes you wander around the theater to think?
Well, I like to be on the stage when there's nobody out there.
For the next 2.5 months, she'll be here at the Richard Rodgers Theater.
It's a beautiful theater. You know, I don't really spend a lot of time in the house. I like to be up there.
The 28-year-old actress is taking on one of theater's classic roles, Maggie, in Tennessee Williams' Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Best-looking man in the crowd tried to follow me upstairs and force his way in the powder room with me.
This play weighed on me even after I was committed to doing it. It weighed on me like a ball and chain.
What attracted you to the part in the first place?
I think that it was terrifyingly challenging, and I didn't really know how to do it.
Look, Rick. Big Daddy's got on your birthday present to him, Rick. He's got on his cashmere robe. The softest material I ever felt.
But eager to move beyond the ingenue roles that made her a movie star, Johansson has taken on the part of an ambitious Southern belle trying to hold on to her decaying marriage. It's pretty intense.
It is intense, but it's liberating.
Johansson reportedly is earning $40,000 a week, plus a percentage of the box office, which means the show needs to sell a lot of tickets.
This performance is sold out, but unfortunately it's facing us. Oh, the other... On the
Is it on the other side?
Yeah, it's like free tickets.
Even in previews, her name on the marquee has made Cat one of the hottest tickets on Broadway. Your fame means that your name has been reduced to an acronym that everybody uses.
It's terrible. It's so terrible. I hate that name.
Do you?
It's so crazy.
Does anybody call you ScarJo at home?
No. Hopefully it's going to go away sometime.
This is not Johansson's first appearance on Broadway.
I'm not a baby. I know a lot more than people think I know.
In 2010, she won a Tony Award for her performance in Arthur Miller's A View from the Bridge. I read that after that play, you said to yourself, I'm not going to do another play.
I think it's kind of like what I imagine it must be like to give childbirth, and you sort of forget all the pain and
just remember
agony.
the Tony Award?
Yeah, you just remember this beautiful prize you hold.
A prize Johansson, who grew up in New York, long dreamed of. The daughter of a Danish architect and a mother who for many years managed her career, she made her stage debut in 1993 in an off-Broadway play called Sophistry. You were in 3rd grade.
Was I?
You were. In the playbill, it says, she loves animals, singing, tap dancing, and dedicates this performance to Frank Sinatra and her grandma?
I love Frank Sinatra.
Even in 3rd grade?
I was obsessed with Frank Sinatra. Obsessed.
You pretty much wanted to do this your whole life, right?
Always, as far as I can remember. I was a singing, dancing queen in my mind. And I started auditioning for theater, Broadway, everything, Annie, Les Mis, and I had a very deep, husky voice, and so all those kids' parts, you know, I'd open up my mouth, it was like Ethel Merman, you know? I mean, it's just did not match the pigtails and the overalls.
When they'd respond that way to your voice when you were a kid, how did you react to that?
You know, you can go one of two ways, especially as a kid actor. You can either be forever wounded by the constant rejection,
right?
Or you become incredibly thick-skinned, more determined, and competitive in a healthy sort of a way.
Which is what you did?
And I think I did. And also my mother was extremely supportive of me and never made me feel like it was always their loss, you know?
If her voice cost her roles on the stage, she soon discovered it was an asset in movie auditions.
Everybody thought it was so unique in film, and so that's why I started doing film.
Come on, North, you gotta stay. Yeah, we really want you.
She was just 9 when she made her movie debut in Rob Reiner's comedy North in 1994.
We're going to miss you too.
And so will Oliver.
Can you drive?
Drive? Not old enough.
Well, it's never too soon to start. Get in.
But she really got Hollywood's attention when she played a teenage amputee in Robert Redford's The Horse Whisperer.
Who's ever gonna want me like this? Nobody will.
By 17, she'd landed her first adult role in Sofia Coppola's Lost in Translation.
More than this.
Playing a lonely 25-year-old newlywed who meets a lonely, aging film star in Tokyo.
So my job was just to fall in love with Bill Murray. That's all.
Was that difficult?
No comment.
Is that for me?
Yeah, it can be for you.
What people respond most to to his dramatic work is that he's surprisingly vulnerable and touching. And when he is that way, he is very easy to fall in love with, as I remember.
Now you understand.
Just 6 days after filming Lost in Translation, Johansson began work on Girl with a Pearl Earring. Suddenly, she was hot.
I was doing just fine until you showed up.
Director Woody Allen was so taken with Johansson, he cast her in 3 films, including Match Point.
Do you feel guilty?
Do you?
He said a number of things about you, one of which was that you were sexually overwhelming.
Yeah, right.
What do you think about the whole sex symbol thing that's been sort of built up around you?
I don't know. It's hard to have a perspective on it, I suppose, but certainly that was never my intention. I'm not always going to be, a sex symbol in that kind of, I won't always have to deal with that, the sexy thing and the voluptuous stuff.
Well, is it a burden in some way?
I don't know. Who cares? I mean, I'm rejected for everything, I mean, not everything.
Oh, come on. I find that hard to believe. Tell me something you've been rejected for that you really wanted.
I wanted to be Daisy in The Great Gatsby.
The part in Baz Luhrmann's film of the F. Scott Fitzgerald novel, which opens this summer, went to British actress Carey Mulligan. Johansson's next screen role.
Time to get the suit back on.
You sure about this?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Will be reprising the Black Widow in Marvel Studios' Captain America sequel. Did you enjoy being a superhero?
Yeah. I love playing Black Widow. I love it. And also, my character is awesome.
She's looking for tougher, more womanly parts. 2 years after her brief marriage to actor Ryan Reynolds ended, Scarlett Johansson knows her life and her career are still in transition. So where are you in that process?
That is the question.
You've been married, you've been divorced. Are you a different actress because of that, do you think?
Because I think the things that happen to you in your life affect your work as an artist, of course. Especially those big life-changing moments.
Do you feel older?
No, I feel wiser, maybe. I only feel older in my right hip. But I'm attributing that to Marvel. Thanks, Marvel. You'll be getting my PT bill forever.